Hey guys, today I'll be showing you a personal synth of mine that I'm actually going to be selling here. So what I've got here, I've got a Roland Jupiter 6, fantastic instrument, probably one of my favorite Roland synthesizers. It's just got a really good sound, a lot of features, which is really nice. But basically what it is, I bought this one from a friend of mine about 3 years ago. And he bought it online, and when he got it in from shipping, it had some problems, and wasn't sure how deep they were, and so he ended up just selling it to me for what he paid for it, and I bought it and made repairs to it, and just a great synth. Like I say, it plays really good, but it's really clean, as you can see just from looking at it here. It's got a few blemishes, but I mean, hey, it's it's an old synth, but it's actually a later serial number, which is kind of nice. It has all the updates in it. So it's just a really good synth overall. But you can just kind of see how clean it is here. And I hadn't really loaded the tape data. What I have done, I built all custom presets. So these are all, First Bank anyways is all custom presets. Most everything I do, I use manual mode. So I just hit manual and it opens up the interface. And so I've just built just a few presets as well as a few patch presets, which is something really cool. And I'll explain that here in a minute. But anyways, I'll walk around so you can see it. There's one little blemish right there. You can see it's a little scratch right there on the top. Not bad. The camera makes it look really worse than what it is. It's not bad at all. But just looking down the interface here, you can just see how clean it looks. And like I said, I'm going to miss this synth, but I'm just trying to downsize some of my studio because I've just got too much gear. And it's kind of to the point where you lose your ideas because you're so overwhelmed with instruments, and that's kind of where I am. So I'm keeping my meat and potato synths, so to speak. I'm keeping the ones that I go to most often, which is the Mini Moog, Memory Moog, Poly Moog, and of course my Korg Radius. That's one of the ones I use quite heavily. It's a digital synth, but I love it. But you can see how clean the back of it is here. Serial number, I'll just show you the serial number here. It's 3222. Yeah, 322243 is the serial number on this thing. I don't know how well that's showing up on my camera. There you go. And like I said, it's just overall a really clean unit. There's a few little areas where you can see where some tape was. Right there has some tape residue. And actually, just from what those stickers had on them, they were actually like referencing to foot pedals and stuff. So I believe this was a studio instrument. I don't believe it ever really saw gigs much because it just don't have the wear and tear like I see in gigged instruments. The side panel is really clean. A bonus thing with this synth too is it actually comes with the ATA case. So we've actually got an ATA case here, and the foam is still good in it. As you can see, it's got a really nice foam in it. And so it's got a good case for it. All the latches work. But anyways, let me put the camera on the tripod here, and we'll go through some sounds here. Sorry, I'm going to drag my charger around with me. So anyways, we'll just start with preset 1. I'm just kind of show you how that sounds. Let me fix this right quick. So anyways, we'll just start with preset 1. Of course, we can edit that. We'll open that filter up. Auto-tune works. You hit auto-tune. And just show you that all 6 voices work, I'm going to play 6 notes. So and re-hit preset 1, and so that's preset 1, preset 2, and like I say, these are all custom presets. preset 2, preset 3. Preset 4. Preset 5. So preset 5, preset 6. Preset 7. And we got preset 8. And then we go to B, and I've got preset 1 here. Preset 2. And I believe that is all the presets I have built. Yeah, that's all the presets I have built, because most of the time I go to manual mode, just hit manual. Now you're back over here. Pressure little push button here for your modulation works, so we can actually control the rate of that. Affect the rise time. Pitch bend works. You've also got a wide mode. When you hit wide, it gives this thing a wider range. You control the VCF or the filter. So that's the primary function of your left hand control. Of course, you got your waveforms of your oscillator. We'll actually just go with VCO1 first. Open the filter up. Turn that. So here's just oscillator 1. So you got your waveforms. You got a triangular wave, sawtooth, a variable pulse wave. You can also modulate that. Then you got just a square wave. It's got a fixed duty cycle. What's also cool is you can actually mix these waveforms. So you can have the square wave plus saw if you just hit both buttons. So that's oscillator 1. And of course I'll play 6 notes so you can hear the 6 voices. So you can hear all 6 oscillators are working there. We'll pan over to the VCO2 now. It's got a high range. It's also got a low range. Kind of like on the mini mode. What this allows you to do, it allows you to use the cross mod to actually modulate oscillator 1 with it. So we can go. So that's oscillator 2 you're hearing used as an LFO source. We'll bring it back into audio range, go back to VCO2. So that's the triangular wave you're hearing. Sawtooth. Same thing here, you got a variable pulse wave. Then you got a noise source on this one. You don't have the fixed square, you've got a noise. As you can hear. So that's your waveforms. Once again, you can mix those. And once again, just show you that all voices are working. We'll play 6 notes. You've got a detune here, so if we mix the 2 oscillators back together in the mixer. So there's that. You've also got modulation here, which I'll go back and show you this for the VCOs. So you got envelope modulation, which is envelope 1, which is the envelope used for the filter. So it's horn kind of presets. Close that filter up. You can also use envelope 2 on the filter as well. So you got envelope selection. So you get something like that. But anyways, you got the envelope modulation, or you've also got the LFO routing. So we can go here. So you can control VCO1 or VCO2. To differentiate, we'll set 1 octave higher. That's both of them together. And as far as the LFO source, you've actually got, it's very similar to like a Juno 106 in that in the regards you have a delay, but you have wave shape selections here, so we can actually go. So we got a triangular wave, sawtooth, square wave, and random. And of course you got the delay, so if we go back here and put a little delay on it. As you can hear. So that's your modulation section of your oscillators in general. We got the filter. So the filter is actually kind of cool in this because you have a low pass, but you also got a band pass by putting these two buttons together. So you got a high pass, low pass, and band pass. So we'll close it up here. We'll make it track the keyboard. So you hear all the filters are working. You can modulate the filter. So that's low pass right now. We'll go to high pass first. The high pass, then we got band pass. We'll select both the low pass and high pass button together. So as you heard, I can have envelope control, filter control, modulation, or I can have keyboard tracking. So So that's the filter section. Then you got your VCA section, which you have an envelope level. And once again, you can modulate the VCA as well. So that's your VCA section. We'll close this filter back up. I'll show you envelope 1. So this is envelope number 1, which is primarily used for the filter, but once again you can select if you want to use envelope 1 or 2. Once once again, we can get where it's just a hard, just like a mini Moog, where you have just a click. So that's your attack time. You got a sustain level. And what the sustain level, it limits how far down the decay goes, basically. As you can hear, it never goes completely out. We got attack. As you can hear, you've also got inverting, so you can actually invert that. So it might take a minute to play that because I'll never play the inverting. So you can see it's right the opposite. Also got your, close that filter back up, you also got a release. So right now you can hear no release. We can change the release time. So that's your envelope 1. Then you got envelope 2, which is mostly dedicated to your VCA, which is quite typical for most synthesizers. So we'll go here, turn these all down, and you can hear that we have just a click. So you can hear your decay there. We've also got attack. We've also got a sustain, so we can see we just got a click. Then we also got a release. Something I will go back and show you about these envelopes in particular is you got a key follow, which means the envelope time base will be depending on where the keys are hit. So I'll give you an example here. We'll put the filter back on. We'll start back with the filter first. So if we go here and have a pretty long bring up the key follow, and along down here. So you see as I go down the keyboard, it gets longer in time of release. And you've got the same thing for your actual envelope too. So we'll open that filter back up. feature there. I really like having the key follow on the envelopes. Something else I'll show you too is now the glide. You actually got glissando on this particular synth, kind of like the CS80. Where actually you'll hear it right away. Poly 2, which actually kind of does what the memory mode does in reset mode. So you got the glissando mode, but you also got just regular portamento. That's your portamento and glissando. You've also got a Arpeggiator built in. So if we'll just go to poly 1 here, and basically just turn it on by hitting the notes. Like you can go up, so we'll go up 2 octaves. We can go up 3, sorry about the train. We can go up 4. We can go down. Or we can go either up or down, depending on how you hit this button. So if it's flashing with the up, it'll go up and then down. Same thing here. If you hit this one and the down is flashing and the up is lit, it'll go up first or down first. We'll go ahead and go. You can also hold. Basically go back out of Arpeggiator, you just hit poly 1, etc. You also got unison mode, which is pretty cool. You got a unison detune. It stacks the voices. Whoops, didn't realize my camera had died. I just finished the whole video and it was actually my camera had cut off here. So I'll start back where we were. So we're in unison mode, showing you how the unison works. And you have the detune knob. So you've also got a solo mode. So if we go to solo, what that does is that actually makes it play like a mono synth. and it's only one voice. So even if you hit more than one note, it's going to be a mono synth. And I believe you can turn these on together, and it makes it a mono synth as well with the unison mode, so you don't have you can't hit more than one note. So it's a real monophonic synth in this case. As you can hear, solo mode, unison mode. You can hit more than one note, which is kind of a nice feature. And then if you want to go back, you just hit poly 1 and that puts you back into just normal. Poly 1 once again is a cyclic mode. Poly 2 is a reset mode, just like what you kind of have on a memory mode. So now we get into something that's really fun with the synth, and that is the split modes. So you can have split 4 to 2, meaning that your split point you'll have 4 voices down on the low half and only 2 voices on the top half, or you can have 2 to 4, meaning you have 2 voices down here and 4 up here. So kind of handy if you want to do a bass section with chords, or if you want to do chords on the low hand with a lead up here. So it's kind of a handy feature. So we'll actually do that. Let me go to a preset. So we'll just use this preset here. We'll go split 4 to 2 first. So this will be 4 voices down here. We'll go here. Right now this is still the same preset on the upper half. We'll change it to a different preset. Once again though, you've only got 2 voices up here. So I'll try to hit any more notes. We can do right the opposite. We can put 2 voices down here and have 4 voices up here. Kind of see how that works, and of course we can change that. So you got this panel mode, so you got lower and upper, which is kind of cool. So what this does is when you have the lower activated, the interface is actually editing the lower preset that you have. So we got this sound we can actually. Meanwhile, the upper half's not affected by what I just did. We can also, once again, if we want to edit the lower mode, we can actually change the modes, the assignments, as well. So we don't have to stick with the polyphonic section, we can actually put it in unison mode. As you can hear. So it's really handy. We can also put Arpeggiator on the lower half if we want to. So what we'll do, actually go here, make it go up and then down. So once again, I use the hold mode. You can actually use the hold mode even without the Arpeggiator. It just allows you to hold. Actually, we'll go here. We've got to have it on the upper. works. Really, really cool. But now we get into something else that's really cool about this synth, and I'm going to go back to just a normal preset. So we're back in normal mode. You got this bank called Patch Preset. And what that does is right now we're using the bank sections just like you would on the Juno 106, etc. When you hit Patch Preset mode, now what it does, it actually changes these into changing saved parameters with presets for the settings of key split. So for example, here's preset 1 I've built, taken 2 of my presets I built and made it a split mode. We got this. There's a patch I used up here. We got preset 2. You can hear how that works. So that's preset 2, preset 3. So that's preset 3 I've built, and then preset 4. Kind of organ, kind of a. Once again, we can put an arpeggiator on that low half. We'll go here and go. Make it hold. So anyways, you can kind of see how that works. And so when you go back out of patch preset mode, go back to whole, and then you go back to a preset. Now you're back in your normal banks. So anyways, I just want to take a minute here and go over this Jupiter 6 for any of you guys that might be interested, just to show you that it is a fully working synthesizer here. Now, all the rest of the presets are blank, because like I said, I probably just built these. And then I mostly use manual mode. So when you hit manual mode, it opens up the interface, so it's like a mini Moog or anything else. I can edit just in real time. But you can use the presets to get you somewhere started, and then you can edit in real time as well with the presets. So pretty cool. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the support, and there'll be more to come here very soon. Take care.